Best Cuba! The one, the only Man Squatch! Gun Bunny and Shockwave! Roll Tide, Keely Chow, Roll Tide, brother! Gary, Dr. Sandwich, Worthington! Walter Tomascu! The longest parsec! Naptosa! Psychodwarf 9! Me and my monkey! Pacific 414! Chill Powers the River Daughter! The Mad Dr. Adega Outlaw! Mary's Game Room! The one, the only, the Cotton of Cotton Ministries! It's time to wake the neighbor's boys with Southern Viking! Olds Gamer 72 Cutlass! Tyrannous Cygnus! Juliet! The Wrench of Wrenches, Chris Perja! The Little Penguin Sheriff Paguado! DJ Ronnie G! The Lady Arwen Avalon! The one, the only Mexican Iron Man! Sci-Fi Mumbai! Project Cambridge! Mephisto's Movie Reviews! The Jester of Sin! And the Muppet from Another Puppet Showback! TJC! Yes, I am that animated in the morning when I'm doing names. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? It is so good to see you. A week of Thanksgiving is here. How many people got the week off? Who knows? I sure as hell don't, because I will be here every single day, Monday through Friday. We will be here on Thanksgiving Day that morning. Come on up, hang out. It's going to be an open panel. We've got a ton of stuff we're going to do. Good morning, everybody. How's it going? And we are here this morning, though, with the one and only Zeropium to talk about turtles.
Because y'all know I really like turtles. Oh my!
I love turtles.
I love.
Thank you, Tom, for that.
I love turtles. Hey, if you guys, first of all, happy Thanksgiving week to all of our friends south of the border from the 51st state of the United States of America, formerly known as Canada. So, oh boy, Loki, I'll let you take that one.
Dear white people, just want to say thank you for my working heater at the house this AM. That means that somebody came by and fixed Mim's heater, and it was a white dude. So congratulations, white people, for getting Mim's heater working. Congratulations. You are the boys, the men, Excellent. The way it works. Thank you very much. What is up, Mike? Hope everything's going good. Arwen Avalon says, yay, Thanksgiving morning in Valhalla. That's right. Good morning. Yeah. Good morning, girlie. How are you doing?
Very, very happy Thanksgiving week to everybody in the good old US of A.
What's up, brother? Good to see you. So very good to see you. No, we won't teabag you when we do this, but thank you.
I might, but Loki won't.
No, Loki won't.
we won't be doing that.
No fucking way.
As of when? Just now?
No way, Gun Bunny. Are you serious? Holy crap. That is the
Wow.
first I've heard of it. But then again, I didn't get that much news in this morning. So holy crap.
Neither did I. This is
Oh, that
let's
is
see.
heartbreaking. I loved
Yeah,
her.
that's
I absolutely loved her. She was just, man, no
wow.
freaking way.
That's crazy. I even liked her in the Tooth Fairy.
That
For
is, we're getting older.
yeah.
We are
Yeah.
getting older. Well, I'm at least mid 40s talking about Ninja Turtles on a morning show.
Hey, you know
So
what? There's nothing wrong with that. So in light of the news that we were all just broken to, zero teabagging. Laugh my ass off. I didn't know they made tea bags that small. Ha 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 ha. Wow, your trash talking is almost as good as your game. Nice try. I understand where it's coming from. It's okay. Man, I was gonna be nice this morning. Don't send me down that road. Don't do it. Y'all know what happens. I get mad, ratings take a dive, Loki gets mad at me, and then we don't talk for another week. Oh, you guys. So, yeah, very sad news about Julie Andrews. And Dick
she's
Van Dyke is still going.
she's 89. She was 89.
Wait.
It's not showing me anything.
Okay, so now we got people saying she's not dead. This is like watching a live X feed scroll through. We don't know what to believe anymore. Zero get mad? No. Wasn't she super old? Hate to break it to you, Cotton, but everybody's getting old these days. I don't know. Well, until we find out for sure, hey, let's just
No, it says
get
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Well, that's not possible. We would have
And
heard
there's
something
one
by
from
now.
May. What the fuck is this? There's also one from April.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on then. Okay, y'all mind if we cut and then restart the show? We can't start the show with false news. What is this?
Well,
MSNBC?
it's
Come on.
not, well, I'm son of a bitch, man.
Yeah,
It's
okay,
not showing.
that's weird.
Okay, well, unconfirmed. Unconfirmed.
All right.
Unconfirmed.
I
Thank
mean,
you,
I know
Jill. Unconfirmed. I don't know.
Chuck Woolery was yesterday. Are we just hopping on the fake celebrity death bandwagon now? I don't know what's going on. Anyway, until then, how about we all just get down with
I
our
can see
turtle self?
I can see an entire generation going, who's Julie Andrews? And me going, oh my God.
I tell you what, Loki, there would probably be more than one generation asking that question.
Oh yeah.
You'd probably have 25-year-olds and 14-year-olds out there and 6-year-olds. I don't know what that is. The Tooth Fairy? Is that like the movie that The Rock was in? Yeah. Except she was in
unconfirmed.
before that.
We will go with unconfirmed.
Yeah.
Why the hell is everything? God, man. Everything is on.
Everything's breaking today.
Time out.
Okay, well, so we're gonna go with unconfirmed for Julie Andrews. Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me because I would have heard at least a little something. Because Dick Van Dyke is still going. He's still probably getting ready to sweep more chimneys. I don't know. So R.I.P. to Chuck.
Oh, I thought he was about to fight Logan Paul or Jake Paul.
Oh Jesus, who knows? No, let's not get going there. That was an absolute 40-minute snooze fest that I will never get back. No, let's not do that. I know Chuck Woolery was officially yesterday, so fantastic host.
Roll Tide, brother. Roll Tide. Thank you for that.
Yeah, middle fingers for EVS. All right,
for EVS, yes. You don't know EVS.
No, I don't. I don't know anything. What better character to have on a pop
Let's
culture
talk
show?
turtles. Because I'm sure shit not talking about a pat fight and comic book fucking bitch like EBS. We're not doing that this morning. Let's talk about turtles. Let's talk about the love of turtles.
Let's do
comic
some turtles.
or cartoon first. Did you get into the comic or the cartoon first?
Man, I tell you, I can easily say it was the cartoon first because that was, for the children of my generation that were all the same age, that was the thing that kind of exposed everybody to that whole kind of mainstream thing. And I ended up getting, not too long after, several Ninja Turtle comics, some that were current, others that were done in like the classic format, you know, which was really cool how they all had the red bandanas and really badass art styles and stuff like that. So I was blessed to be introduced kind of to both. So I consider myself lucky there, because it was really nice to be introduced to both of those mediums at a very young age and already be able to appreciate them at such a very young age.
Keely Chow says, I love the original TMNT cartoon and the live action movies from New Line Cinema. The live action movies completely changed my view of Turtles, because I went from, oh, this is cool. I got some action figures. I got the pizza van. It's a cool little thing to have. And then the movies came out. I was hooked.
Yeah,
I was hooked. I was there. You know, we are your family.
I am your father. I tell you what, that line, Darth Vader could be standing right next to him and he'd be going, holy shit.
You have done well, my apprentice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I said, like I mentioned, you know, when the cartoon hit the airwaves, that kind of blew everything up, which it did. But when that first live action film hit the theaters in 1990, that thing just mushroom clouded like you wouldn't believe and caught wildfires everywhere. And for those of you that were fortunate enough to even at least be around at that time, whether you were, you know, young adult, or even a baby back then who didn't know, that was a glorious time to be alive in the prime of your youth. It was awesome.
The outside world rejects you. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Loki and a half shell, turtle power.
Damn right.
Arwen says, my favorite part from the OG live action film when Splinter fusses at them for interrupting his TV stories. Made another funny. Dude, they made Splinter so freaking OG and cool.
Yeah.
You think, you know, he spent that whole movie tied up. You know, he's like, you know, and he gets down, he's like, oh, like, I'm a little old. He pulled a Yoda, okay? I want to tell you something. Yoda was like, I've got this cane, and it's all front. It's all bullshit. Splinter, the exact same way. And I'm not surprised considering who did all this stuff for him. He's like, I am old and decrepit. And then Shredder's like, oh, I'm going to spear you. And he's like, bitch,
just nunchucks him. And then he's holding them up there. Yes, Oroku Saki, I know who you are. Man, I'll tell you what, I know we're going to fly off the rails through the whole hour. I guarantee you that. But man, that, you know, I mean, you talk about you can't see it very well. I'm sorry. But those live action VHSs, man, I played those so much.
Yep.
And I would say the rooftop fight, you know, the culmination of everything, that raging climax, the rooftop fight at the end of the first film. Spoiler alert, sorry. That was, oh man, if a kid could cream his pants, they would cream their pants over that fight. Because I said it. I'm sorry. Turtle ooze. but yeah, in all seriousness, I mean, it shows that Shredder's got the edge on these guys. You know, they're still young, they're still vulnerable, they're getting their ass kicked. I mean, if they all fought them, all four of them at once, maybe it would have been a little bit different.
They did. They went after him. They tried that, and it didn't work.
They were still doing one-on-one, though. It's like, match you for it, you know. But anyway, that rooftop fight was phenomenal.
Susan with a $2 Canadian super chat says, good morning. Well, good morning, Susan. And let us say good morning in the only way we know how, when you throw a super chat, and that's with this. Thank you so very much. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. And this is what you get for your $2, Susan. Skull!
A dollar? I've never seen a dollar. Nobody's got a dollar. Let us see the dollar. There it is. It's That's beautiful. Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill. And the turtles were taking their hats off for the Shredder because the Shredder was kicking the crap out of him. But just that whole, Shredder's going to spear him. He's got that spear. Oh, and
he dies.
Splinter's just like, see ya.
And then Casey Jones committing murder with his oops.
But he didn't. But he did.
Well, that's what we all thought, back in the day. But yeah, absolutely.
Then there was TMNT 2.
Mm-hmm. The white one.
But they did, dude. They nailed the music. They incorporated the music from the TV show. They incorporated the comic. They incorporated the comedy from the kids show. That first movie was dark, but it was also funny. It was perfect. The way they did everything. The suits, Jim Henson Company doing the suits, the creature creation shop, kicking ass, taking names. They did everything perfect.
Mm-hmm.
The only complaint is after that first movie, because it was dark and because it was gritty and because it was real, 2 got kind of toned down and more kid friendly.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see chat is still quoting the first one as we speak. At what point did we lose control here?
That's right.
I love that shit. The Shredder. Maybe all that hardware's for making coleslaw. I mean, come on. That was just great. It was just great. Yeah, so the second one, obviously,
babies.
The
babies.
Sorry. The babies. Oh, I love the fact that he actually stood there and went, oh. Oh my God. Yeah, it was great. So obviously, like everybody does nowadays, they complained a lot. So we had to brighten it up for the kids a little bit. That's why you didn't see the turtles using their weapons a whole lot in the second one. They used combat cold cuts and Nerf bats and all that other kind of goofy shizzle. But yeah, it was good. It was still good. I enjoyed it. We don't have to talk about the third one, but it is what it is. We've all been there. And Vanilla Ice. I see what he's doing.
Donnie.
Yeah.
Different voice for Donnie. Why? Because the guy who did the voice for the first Donnie, he nose candy every day.
Yeah, he was sampling some powdered sugar back then.
Some powder. You know who that was, right?
Yes. You're the geek, Camel Breath.
Corey Feldman.
Domehead. Poor Corey Feldman. Yeah, I was just about to say R.I.P. to the voice of Corey Feldman in the second one. That obviously never panned out. It is what it is. Somebody also mentioned playing Donatello on the 4-player game. Yeah, I did queue up some show and tell today because.
Oh, nice! Look at that!
Everybody remembers that one. Yeah, I brought out a few toys just for
Turtles in Time.
Turtles in Time. Yeah, because I thought some of you out there would get a kick out of this. We also got Tournament Fighters. It wasn't the greatest, but it was kind of cool for
dude. I really like Tournament Fighters. In fact, I kind of got. You can kind of get a newer version of that if you have the what is it? The fighting game, the DC fighting game.
Oh,
yeah.
What, Justice?
Injustice 2.
Yeah.
You can get the Turtle Pack, which has all 4 turtles in it. But they kind of cheapen it because you've got to, it's the same character. You've just put different weapons on it and makes a different turtle. But still, it's kind of cheap.
Yeah.
I never saw any of it. Movies, cartoons, I'm completely ignorant. Dang.
Oh, a dagger.
Dude, they're not rated R. Just check out that first movie. Watch the first movie.
Yeah,
if
just
you
go with
want to go from there, go from there. But watch the original live action movie, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
And just appreciate that 34 years ago we had full-size people. We had full-size trained ninjas in bodysuits doing all that shit on screen. I mean, come on, that was fantastic.
I tell you what, things are changing, and they're not changing for the better. So now, with the games, with all these games that have come out and everything going on, You'll look at the costumes they got, and you're like, man, those are some dumpy looking chicks in those costumes.
Mm.
And then it's like pay $25 and unlock the hot costumes, and you're like,
Yeah.
bitches.
That's why Zero's just going to keep rubbing his hands together for when Stellar Blade comes to PC. And then I'm going to say, nuts to the rest. I've got the best.
That's right. So Stellar Blade, one of the hottest games this year for PC or for PlayStation, is coming to PC. Can't wait to get my hands on it. I've already played it on PlayStation. I've got about 5 hours in. I am not a hardcore, like all the time timer. I'm not going to put hours and hours into that game.
Yeah.
I just don't have the time. I wish
that's
I
good.
did.
'Cause I might need some help because I'm not very good, but I'll buy it for the whammon. Hell yeah.
DJ Ronnie G says, I even like the third one. Turtles 3, the Turtles in Time one was, I liked it. Going back to ancient Japan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought the setting was great.
Yeah. Samurai.
Yeah, and I appreciated that, you know, especially looking back now, when you're used to seeing so much mundane, repetitive crap. I just want a turtle van. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody did. Everybody did. You know, I appreciated that because I know we've said this before about a lot of stuff like this, but I appreciate that they were trying to do something a little bit new. Ultimately, it's going to come down to, you know, turtles running around, beating people up, doing what they're going to do. But at least it's like, oh, well, let's just send them back in time. I mean, they're full grown adult turtles. How much crazier can you get?
No, they're Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
They're Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Well, Superman and Batman do not need to wear armor. No, absolutely not. Daptosa. There should be a TMNT game that's like Super Smash Brothers. There should, or put them in the Super Smash Brothers. Either one. Give us more turtles. We want more turtles. We love our turtles.
We love our turtles. You know, I'm glad you mentioned that because I got a few more things for you here. Loki's gonna get a kick out of one of these.
Do you have the Last Ronin?
I do not.
My hardback is somewhere
in all of that.
All of that. One of the best comics I've read in a long time. I put it up there with the new Conan. New Conan books have been absolutely chef's kiss. Last Ronin is definitely, if you can get a hold of a hardback, it is worth paying the extra $10 for the hardback. Get the hardback. Absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
Turtle Man or Mystery Machine. Turtle Man. Mystery Machine.
Turtle Van all the way.
The Turtle Man has pizza launcher.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Shoots
and it had a shell. Had a shell on the top. Gun Buddy says, I refuse to watch the newest reboot of Turtles. I don't like the art style or their version of April O'Neil. You can thank, you know, that fat Canadian pothead for that one, whatever his name was. I don't care. Shout out to Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross for the soundtrack, though. That was good. That was good. Probably one of the few good things that came out of that one. But I thought you guys
Stockman's voice cuss you.
I thought you guys would get a kick out of this because we'll do some history here. Everybody, when Konami was Konami, aka Ultra, everybody remembers this one.
Everybody thought that was going to be the arcade game, and then we got it, and we were like, "What in the shit is this?"
And the craziest thing is when Little Zero got his first and still original Nintendo that he's got to this day, it wasn't Super Mario or anything like that. This was the first NES game I ever played. This one. And what a way to start. This game kicks your ass and makes you its bitch.
I dare anyone out there right now, boot up the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from Ultra, play it, and see how long you can last before you lose a turtle. Yeah. And I don't care who you are. I don't care how long it's been since you played it. Somebody's going to start screaming that this is not the way it used to be. And yes, it is. We were just that good at figuring things out, puzzle solving, figuring out creative ways to bypass the system that was rigged against us. That was the way our minds worked. Water level, maybe. Water level, you had to learn how to hack that shit to get through the water level. You had to learn all the little secrets, all the little bypasses, all the little things that you had to know to get past the water level. But once you did, you were dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
You
Oh, yeah.
had to
And
figure out
hey,
your items. You had to figure out your restores. You had to figure out all that shit and keep
mhm,
your turtles alive and get to the end of the game.
yep.
The
And
ones that
know,
did know what I'm talking about.
oh yeah, and know when the right time was to sacrifice one or refill someone's health. So who was it? Did y'all have the VHSs? Yeah, dude, they're right back there. Very same. Very same. They're still working. So I know you mentioned the arcade game, and I know you're gonna get a kick out of this. That's the one, baby. The
Now
arcade
that's the
game.
Nintendo version. The
This
Nintendo
is the
version
Nintendo
is
version.
different than the arcade.
It is quite different. If you would like to play a modern version of the arcade game, which is basically almost the same thing, you can get
Here
the
we go.
Cowabunga
I've got this
collection.
over there.
Yeah. So I thought I brought
You
this one
got
out
the Cowabunga
specifically.
collection?
I do. I do. I don't have it with me, but I do have it. Do you all remember when that game came out? The instruction booklet. Oh, what does that say? See back cover for valuable Pizza Hut coupon.
That's right. Get a free personal pan pizza. I've still got mine.
You can't see it, but the date on here says valid until 1990. Oh, December 31st, 1991. If we called up Pizza Hut, do you think they'd actually redeem these?
I
for us?
would. You're not going to get them to do it over the phone, but if I was
Probably
the
not.
manager at a Pizza Hut and someone came in with their TMNT book and said, "Will you honor this?" I'd go,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I'll make you a personal pan pizza. Keep the coupon. Don't come in here and try that shit again." But yeah, I'll give you a free personal pizza
Well,
just
'cause they're
for having that.
Yeah, that 33-year-old coupon go nuts, man. Well, because they're
Red
personal
glasses.
sizes.
Hold on. Let's
They're
talk
just
Pizza Hut
that
for
big.
1 minute. Red
Ooh.
glasses with the
Mhm.
Pizza Hut logo on them. Checkerboard tables, buffet, huge areas to sit in. All that's gone. All that's gone. Pizza Hut is no more. And they didn't even use Pizza Hut in the movie. They used freaking Domino's. Oh, come on. I couldn't find the place. You're 2 minutes late, dude. Wise men say forgiveness is divine.
But never pay line, never pay full price
for late pizza.
That was awesome. And you know what's funny? That was a nice little cameo. The pizza delivery guy, nice little cameo by, I forget which one he did, but he was one of the voice actors for the live action turtle movie. Every voice actor has a cameo in there somewhere. I think the cab driver at the beginning when Raph was chasing Casey Jones, the cab driver was the voice of Raph. You going to LaGuardia, right? Yeah, they all got cameos in there. Nice little bit of airtime for them.
We were getting fat, but we were getting literate. That's right.
Yeah. Damn right.
Make Pizza Hut great again.
I can't tell you the last time I had Pizza Hut. I don't even think we have very many of them left over here. We used to have one about 10 minutes down the road from my place. And then somehow, I don't know, somebody set
Was it a
fire
red
to the
one?
place.
Was it a red roof?
I think so, but it wasn't like the old school red roofs. But yeah, a few years ago, somebody set fire to the place and then they never rebuilt it. They just said, all right, we're done.
Why rebuild it?
Yep.
They don't make them like they used to. And every time you're driving around and you see one of those red roofs, you know exactly what that sumbitch used to be.
Yep. Yep.
Any roof angled like that you see, you know immediately. Oh, it used to be a Pizza Hut. Olds Gamer 72 Cutlass has gifted a Loki's Morning of Mischief membership. Thank you so very much, brother. Keeping the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. And that membership has gone to Undead Ramen. Congratulations, Undead Ramen. You got a membership of the month for free. Thank you so very much. Again, Olds Gamer 72 Cutlass for that. Welcome to the Viking Horde. Undead Ramen. Skull! My first job was working in Pizza Hut.
Oh man, wait, wasn't that great? Sorry, this totally passed me by. A couple things I want to point out. Soul Assassin asked, "Are you saying the TMNT game on NES rivaled Battletoads in difficulty?" No, Turtles was hard, but I see because I think there's ways to get through Turtles. If you want to go,
yes, you can hack through Turtles. And I'm not
There's
talking about your genie. I'm talking about there are bugs in it that basically you can take advantage of and get through what you need to get through.
Yeah. See, because like, I've beaten the original before, and I can't necessarily say the same about Battletoads. I mean, because like everybody's done the turbo tunnel, everybody hates and loves the turbo tunnel. The first time I ever got through it, man, that was a high I will never reach again. See, but that was the thing. That was early going. You get through that and you're thinking, yes, I did it. Guess what, folks? The game gets harder. So I mean, it's kind of crazy. So I don't think the original rivals Battletoads in terms of difficulty. Yes, they are both difficult, but I think Battletoads still edges it out just a little bit, in my opinion.
I remember beating Battletoads. Maybe it was just because I was playing the shit out of everything, but I remember being very, very frustrated at TMNT, and I mean just flying through Battletoads. So I mean, for me, it was different. Battletoads was a game I'd throw in and be like, do. Okay, next. Do. TMNT was one of like 5 hours later. Handing off with your friend, doing the controller swap. Okay, I've got Leo and Mikey. You've got Raph and Donnie. Okay, let's go. Okay, switch out. Boom. Give it back. Who didn't do that back in the day? Who didn't do that back in the day?
We all
5 hours later, you boys been on that damn thing for the last 5 hours. Sorry, Dad. We're playing TMNT. What the hell's TMNT? Oh, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Dad. We're just playing it. 5 hours later, when we're asleep because we passed out, he's like, honey, I'll be to bed in a minute. I just got the Ninja Scroll and I'm on level 5.
It's like that scene in The Wizard where Christian Slater's asleep and his dad's playing it, and Christian Slater wakes up. Dad, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I almost got to the Technodrome on level 4. Oh my God. I mean, that wasn't even a Turtles movie, and Turtle Fever was everywhere.
Turtle Fever was everywhere. And you know what? That's exactly because he's the one that was like, you don't play these damn games. The hell old game system don't even work no more. And then he fixes it and he's like, I'm hooked. That was I'm not shitting you. Great. I'd come home from school, right? Going to play. The bastard have the controller in his hand, and I'm like, what are you doing? Whoa. Or it'd be like boom, 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 playing Operation Wolf.
Yeah.
Damn. And then you'd have to fight for the Nintendo just to play some TMNT on your Nintendo.
Yeah. But they were still good times.
My hometown would be Turtle Heaven. It has as many mom and pop pizza places as bars, dude.
Oh. You give me a general geographic location, I will happily go and visit. I will be coming back home. I'll be coming back home 50 pounds heavier, but it'll be worth it.
Oh, Penny. Good morning, Penny. Oh. So good to see you. Big hugs to Penny.
Good morning. She nodded off. Bummer. You're missing Turtle Fever.
Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Soul Assassin says, my dad played Duck Hunt Mario like crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody was playing. Everybody played the Nintendo. That was the thing. It went beyond Atari. You'd be walking by somebody playing nerd and walk on. Nintendo. Oh, what are you playing, dude? Everybody was playing Nintendo. And that's the way Nintendo is today. Everybody can get on there and play Nintendo. You want to know what one of the craziest things I found out was? There's no like voice chat on Switch. So I jump on to play with my homeboys, little dark penguin, little angry penguin, a jolly, and an ironcaster, and snacks. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, you've got to talk on Discord. There's no way to like talk to them because there is no voice chat. I had like a headset hooked up. I had my thing plugged in. I was like, okay, I'm ready to go. And I can't talk. There's no way to talk. Why? Because they don't want you talking to each other. Why? Because
What?
they're going to be shit talk. Luigi, number one, motherfucker.
Mario, peor than you bitch. Big fat ass Wario coming in. I'm not gonna win the motherfucker. Anyway, I should have got in on that. Okay, so to your point, yes, I totally agree with you. It's kind of dumb they don't have voice chat. On the other hand, yes, there is voice chat, but
He was sucking more than a duck, Shellback.
yeah, because for every good idea Nintendo has, they also have several bad ones. So one of their bad ones was saying, "Oh yes, we will give them voice chat, but it's going to be through an application on your phone." That's their voice chat.
Yes, I had my thing plugged in, my headset. God, Joe, now you're reminding me of my coach. You know what? You know what my coach used to say, my football coach? We'd be kicking ass, taking name. The damn clip, the damn snap clip would pop on your helmet. And you'd be like, son of a bitch, coach, my thingy fell off. Medic! What thingy?
My clip.
The snap clip. Oh,
yeah.
You're gonna have to get that. You're gonna have to get that screwed back in there, guy.
Jeez, you know, first high school football game I played in, I didn't even have a belt for my pants. So it's like you picture Zero running back and forth from the sidelines, doing the friggin', you know, hiking the shit up like that. Oh my god!
So I went to,
of all things, give the goddamn guy a belt.
I went to U of H for a year and a half, and I'm sitting there, and U of H hasn't got the greatest team sports. They're not, you know, UT or any of that shit. But I'm sitting there, and we're watching the game, and suddenly the marching band's like dun 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 dun, and I'm like, holy shit! And the whole crowd's like dun 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 dun. And it's just amazing how many people know that. You could be, I guarantee you could be in another country, go to Japan, go to China, go anywhere and be like, dun 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 dun. Oh, Ninja Turtle, yeah, Ninja Turtle, go Ninja Turtle, go Ninja, go.
Kawabunga, dude. Yeah, and hey, you know what? Throw a track on from this. Sorry, you can't see that. I mean, come on. You had MC friggin' Hammer on here. You had
See, now you're gonna make.
I can't read the fine print. But that's the thing. That was the thing. It was so good. Everybody, in one way or the other, got struck by turtle fever. The kids all had it. We spread it around the classroom and the playground at recess and lunchtime. That was everywhere. The kids get all excited. They're trying to ninja kick the shit out of people at lunchtime. I was one of them. Got in trouble way too many times doing that. You running around beating the crap out of each other, trying to do spin kicks, and you end up looking like Murtaugh kicking the friggin' water cooler over. But man, and the kids get all excited and they get all infected with turtle fever. They go home and give it to their parents, and then the parents actually legit get sick of it. And then they kick the kids back to school. You guys playing that, turtles? You go on outside. I mean, it was great. Everybody had it. Everybody had turtle fever in one way or the other. And it was a glorious time to be alive because, man,
I love being a turtle.
We all loved being turtles, man, because it was such a great use of our imagination to be a totally different species and eat pizza and do ninja and do all that crazy stuff that was so good. And you know what? I didn't end up with any broken bones. So I don't care. You kids want to play fight, go play fight. And that is some sick ass artwork. Toka Razor. Like, come on. How cool is that? How cool is that? They even got the TGRI ooze tube down there, and there's Super Shredder. Oh, the one action figure I never had but always wanted. Super
I got him
Shredder.
in there.
Man, it was so good. It was so good. It was a glorious time to be alive. And if you were a kid, it was so much better. Oh, that looks so good. I could just lick it. Somebody clip that.
Green.
Somebody clip that. Miss 90s soundtracks. Yeah, 90s soundtracks, they were the way to go, man. Because you had artists making songs specifically for the movies. Yeah, I had that poster too, like the full-size movie poster. And of course, like everything else, it somehow disappeared over the years. Like, man, they were so
From
good.
Waxworks.
So good. And if I went on eBay or Amazon to try to buy back all that stuff, it'd probably cost me a small fortune.
Yeah.
But yeah. But man, it was glorious. It was a wonderful time to be alive. It brought kids together. You could be
It's
total
still bringing
strangers.
people together. Look
Yeah.
at what we're doing this morning. It's still bringing people together. We
Yeah.
got almost 60 people in here watching the show today,
Woo!
talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It is still bringing people together now.
A Jose Canseco bet. Tell me you didn't pay money for this.
Cricket. Nobody knows how to play cricket. You got to know what a crumpet is to know about cricket.
I'll teach you. Bam! But case in point, man, there could be 60 grown-ass men and women in this chat right now firing off the zingers and one-liners, just reliving the glory days, not for any nostalgia reason, but it's just because it was so damn good. And like when you were kids back then, or you knew kids like that, you could be two total strangers who just passed by each other on the playground. Oh, what are you kids playing? We're playing Turtles. Do you want to play? Oh, and then everybody's coming in on it, man. Somebody clip that one too. That came
TMNT paved the way for indie comic creators like myself. This is from Hojo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was almost 9 when that first movie came out. Line into the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
I remember my dad going, "This is another one of them cartoons, is it?" Because he had to take me to see Transformers, and he was pissed. He was pissed that he had to take me to see Transformers, and then he kept like trying to get me to go. He's like, "You want to leave? All these other kids are walking out, crying out the door. You want to leave?" I'm like, "No, I want to see what happens." Yeah. "Oh, you're not upset about Optimus?" I said, "Yeah, I'm upset about Optimus, but I want to see what happens.
I want justice for Optimus."
TMNT, we left. He was like, "That was a pretty good movie." I'm like, "Okay, all right, there we go."
When Loki's dad's giving it the all right treatment, then it was pretty damn good.
He was like, "If you ever grow up to be a redheaded little shit like that one kid with little earring in his ear, I'll rip that son bitch out." And he did too. He did. Wasn't 7, 8 years later, came home, had the little weed leaf on a ear. I can't remember what the hell ear, whatever it was a good ear. And he just ripped that son bitch out.
Yeah.
That's Zero rough. Is Lord Krang.
What happened to my body?
Old Gamer 72 Cutlass, who's been a member for 33 months. Thank you, brother. Woo. Thank you so very much for your support. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for being a part of Valhalla. 33 months.
That's crazy.
Zero is Lord King. Thank you.
Is that your way of saying I have a big head? Is there something wrong? Don't answer that.
Your head's too big for your body.
Yeah, head's too big. Head, move. Oh, God, it was so good.
Jester, dude, what is up, Jester? He says, "I'm from England and I have no idea about cricket. I'd have a better time explaining quantum theory than explaining that sport." Well, you got to know what a crumpet is to understand cricket.
You know what my favorite one-liner from that movie is?
What?
Damn!
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I was like, I was a Raph fan before. I was like a Raph fan for life. As soon as I saw that movie, I was like, that's my boy. That's the boy. He's got the anger. Yeah. The anger flows through you.
Oh man. And I'll tell you what, because I mean there was a lot of things. I know people universally praise the first one, say, yeah, it's flawed, but it's still pretty damn good. But it's because it got so many things right with the pacing that it gave everything. Because you could have action, you could have, like the rooftop battle, you could have Splinter. So, when Raph comes home from going to see the Critters movies, like, where did they come up with this stuff? and he's Raph comes in, "I'm going to bed." I know, I'm paraphrasing. "I'm going to bed. I'm pissed off." And Splinter's like, "You sit your ass down here right now."
Dude, okay, so imagine this. And I know some of you will see this as blasphemy, I'm sure. Last Ronin, but it's not Mikey. Okay. Now I want you to imagine this. Obviously, we all know Mikey's the last Ronin. Mikey's the last turtle. All the other turtles get kebabbed. So Mikey's the last one. Let's say it's not Mikey. Let's say it was Raph. Okay. Raph's standing there, sees his brothers go down,
Mm-hmm.
and just slips into the shadow. Not a word, not a sound, not, oh, no, nothing.
Yeah.
Just that look.
Mm-hmm.
And he slips into the shadows, and his eyes go, his eyes disappear. And suddenly you have got one pissed off renegade turtle that will do anything and anything to bring you down, and nothing is going to get in his way.
Mm-hmm. Damn right.
No damn, no joking around, no nothing.
Yeah. Gun Buddy, is that true? You're the only girl in your grade that liked TMNT, so the boys wouldn't let you play. I said this last week. Zero's first girlfriend was in grade 2 because we both liked turtles, which is kind of freaky, which means she was into turtles. Ugh. But man, that was the thing. It just brought people in. Snow Dub, we got to play some Mario Kart sometime. I should have stopped by on Friday, but I didn't have access
Saturday
to voice
night.
chat. Saturday night.
Saturday.
I didn't have access.
Saturday
to
night.
chat.
You want to come play Saturday night?
I know, because I was sitting there watching you guys, and I'm thinking, this ain't no 200cc. I can take him.
Good luck with that one.
Yeah, I know. No kidding, right? But yeah, it was
everybody there is no, so far from everything I've seen, there is no, like, I mean, maybe the Waddler. Maybe the Waddler has like a little bit of an edge on the rest of us, but so far everybody's, besides Snow, has won in first place at least a couple of times. Where it's like, I'm crossing the finish line. I'm like, Luigi, number one.
I think
there was one where like I was right behind Snow, and something happened to Snow Dub, and I was like, boom, right there at the end, and got that finish line. He was like, son of a bitch, Loki. We're all doing that to each other. Every single one of us is doing that to each other.
Bring
the turtles in. Bring the turtles in to freaking Mario Kart, man. But listen, Nintendo, you've got a gold mine. Bring the turtles in. Bring them in Smash Brothers. Bring them in Mario Kart. Have the pizza van as a freaking as a ride. And you've got so many opportunities.
Oh man! All right, stay tuned. One day, Zero's gonna play some Mario Kart with y'all. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah,
and congrats, Snow. Seriously, hold on 1 second. Congrats, Snow Dub. 4,000, 4K. You deserve it. If anybody around here deserves it, it's you. Congratulations, brother.
That's
for
crazy.
finally popping your head out of that hole. Congratulations, brother. Keep kicking ass and taking names.
Amazing.
Snowdub fought the good fight from day one. Never bitched, never moaned, never complained, never threw a fit like some other people. You absolutely positively deserve this. Keep kicking ass, brother.
That's awesome. All right. Mario Kart.
Recess was by grade only, so you saw all the kids in the grade you were in, no other grade. So you never saw the other grades. Same with lunch. Yeah.
I wonder if your schools were just bigger than ours, because everybody took recess and lunch at the same time.
We didn't. But dude, I graduated with a class of like 2,500 people.
Yeah, see, our grade school. Well, I was talking grade school. In our grade school, we didn't have that many kids.
Okay, so get this. This is what we had, and this will blow. This is gonna blow people's fucking minds. Okay, think of a huge auditorium, right? So you've got this big, large auditorium, and over here you've got a class with no walls, and over here you've got a class with no walls, and over here, and so on and so forth. So you've got this huge area with no walls, and you've got teachers teaching that's completely open to everything else. It was the most screwed up, repugnant shit that I could not wrap my mind around because I had ADHD. So I was like, I'm looking at everything. I'm analyzing shit. I'm doing that. And the teacher's like, blah, 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 blah. And literally it was the voice from Charlie Brown. Wah, 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 as I'm like looking over who's doing what, who's doing this, who's doing that.
Except you're hearing that surround sound because you got teachers all over the place doing the same thing.
So by the third grade, they were like, well, he's developmentally blah, blah, blah. And I had one teacher that stuck up for me. One, and he was like, no, this is an honor student. This is a kid that's gonna go somewhere. No, and I know some people would be like, what happened? Shut up. It's the honor student. He's going somewhere. And he said, you will not take him out of my class. And within 6 weeks of being moved out of everyone else's classes but his, I was back in everybody else's classes. And they were like, it's just the environment. So next grade, I went to a different school. Simple as that. And boom, A. Why? Because there were walls. It was closed off. And I didn't have this open learning environment bullshit that they were trying to prove concept design. That's the most screwed up thing. Protect your kids. Yeah. Protect your kids. Make sure they're in a good school and that you know what the hell's going on, because that shit screwed me up. That was years of screwing with my head until I finally got in a good classroom, an actual classroom, and started learning. And my 5th grade teacher, he had turtle shit all over his room. So homeroom was like dun 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 dun. I like turtles.
Class, you are late. Sit down, my son.
You have not earned the right to wear the dragon emoji.
Daddy, God, where you been? I've had the whole city looking for you. Really, Dad? No, I'm bullshit.
I was here playing Narc.
Narc. And I mean, come on.
I wanted that machine so bad. After I saw that, I bugged the shit out of my dad. I was like, can I get a Narc arcade machine?
Like,
no.
But I mean, how friggin' cool was that? Like, that took some balls back then too. You had the punk looking chick walking around all slutty, blowing the bubble gum, and then the dude with the spiky hair playing the bass. Kids skateboarding. Friggin' kid must have been 14 years old with a fucking stogie in his mouth, shooting pool there. Like, oh my god! And hey, shout out to a young Sam Rockwell in that movie as well.
Little did we know, being a member of the Foot was so freaking cool. Being in the Foot Clan would be so freaking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they doing all that? Because they're going to get you to be little thieves. They're going to let you play your games, have your smokes, do all your thing, and then they're going to turn you into a badass fighter.
Yeah.
I would have been so in. I would have been gone. It would have been like, the Ninja Turtles. I'm not worried about it. I'm hanging out with my boys, playing some pool, playing Narc, getting ready to be a total badass some bitch.
Or, blowing that chick's bubble for her, that would have been great. Or, walking down the steps with little Sam Rockwell. It's like, anything we want, you got. Anything you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You got any cigarettes? Regular or menthol? I mean,
you know what? There'd be some kids out there and be like, oh, my mom smokes menthol. Give me the menthols. Because that's the smokes they were stealing. Was showing my mamas. Are those Benson Hedges? My mom smokes those. Hook them up. Or as we call them, bitches and hoes.
Little did you know you smoke a menthol for the first time. That shit fucks you up. Oh, man. Oh,
nope.
You want good
Ninja Banish.
Ninja Banish. Yeah.
Ninja Banish.
It was so good. It was so good. So to wrap up what I was saying before we went off the rails again, that first movie was so well timed because it was so well paced, because you could have everything in there from action to, one-on-one heartfelt dialogue scenes between like Splinter and Raph, or even just Michelangelo and Donatello hanging out in the subway waiting for their late pizza dude, or even, the campfire scene. The campfire scene where they're all like praying and they get that vision from Splinter and then they're all crying and stuff. I mean, what kid did that not hit right in the feels for him? I mean, it was, because even when you think about, Ninja Turtles, it's a kid's movie, even though obviously we know by now it's really not. Everything was there. They had little bits and pieces of everything. It's not like trying to do too much at once, being a jack of all trades kind of thing. No, they took what they needed, they put it all in there, and they put it all in there perfectly. And that's, that's a lot of the reason why it still holds up today, because it's just a well done movie. Ninja Turtles aside, it's a well done movie.
Yep. And the second movie's a little more chaotic and a little more toned down and not as dark because, oh, we got to make the moms happy. That was a
Yeah.
big thing. I want to tell you something. You think we had Karens now? We had Karens then too, and they were trying to ruin all the fun for us as kids because they'd throw a fit. They'd say, oh my God, how could you have this happen? How could you have this happen? Blah, 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 blah. I want to tell you something. Growing up with stuff like that really made us go, you know what? We really appreciate this. We love it, and we're going to keep loving it. And the fact that they tried to ruin that and are still trying to ruin that to this day, they've gotten a little further. They're a little more successful this day and age in ruining shit. But they did try and ruin shit back then too. So, but we loved it. And it helped mold us into these tough bastards that we are. You know what? I was listening to a girl on TikTok the other day that was like, you didn't expect this. You need to expect Generation X to come in and be like, well, pow, how about it? Why? Because we used to eat cereal 4 nights a week for dinner every single night. We used to do this and that. We used to, and I was like, you know what? She's absolutely freaking right. We watched Optimus Prime die. We know what a good hero death should be. We know what happens, you know, when you screw with stuff. Why? Because we've seen the first Ninja Turtle movie, and we've seen the second, we've seen the third. And what happened? Diminishing returns.
Yep.
Diminishing returns. Why? Because you changed the formula. You screwed it up. You messed with it. Who in the freak is calling me an 888 number? They don't need anything. Screw them. You know what?
Hello. You talk.
I'm sorry,
turtle?
but you got the wrong number.
That's the pizza dude. Our pizza's here, man. 122 and an eighth. Where the heck is 122?
Where the hell is 122 and an 8?
You're standing on it, dude. Zing
Slip it down here.
Oh man. Oh, it was a glorious time. It was an even more glorious time to be a child and have your imagination running wild back then. You know, getting together with your friends or friends you hadn't even met back then, playing some turtles, talking some turtles, playing with your toys. My God, the action figures, playing with them everywhere. Oh, Jesus, tap dancing ball sacks.
I'm going to tell you something. Two different schools in grade school. And I want to tell you, they couldn't be more different. First school, open classrooms, bullshit. Reading Rainbow.
Woo!
Anytime we got to watch anything, it was Reading Rainbow. It could be like we're getting out of school early. We're just going to hang out and watch videos. Over and over episodes of Reading Rainbow. I go to the other school, which is a little more rundown. It's got less kids in it. Homeroom teacher has Ninja Turtle stuff all over his room. What do you think we're watching? When we've got a free period or something's going on, we're watching Ninja Turtles. Yeah. The last days of school, we watched the entire Star Wars trilogy. Oh, do you know what they were doing? Reading Rainbow. I asked my buddy Chris, who y'all know, who pops in chat sometimes. I'm like, hey, what are you guys doing at school? Watching Reading Rainbow. You know what we watched today? What? Star Wars. Dude! Yeah. I was like,
wow.
Much better. That dude, I'm serious. You don't think about it, but changing schools like that and going to Carpenter instead of the one I went to saved my life. Completely changed my life.
Yep.
Completely changed my life. I started seeing what cool was and what I wanted to be and started to focus instead of Reading Rainbow.
So Soul Assassin's got an idea down there. Sounds like another Monday topic. School memories.
School lunches.
Just don't ask me to do long division. All right. You know,
dude, the school pizza. The big
man, did you guys have pizza day and like hamburger and hot dog day down there too?
Yeah.
We got to get into
you don't get that anymore. You know why? No. Fucking Obamas.
Oh, because everybody's allergic to shit.
Yeah. Just like Trudy keeps screwing shit up for you guys.
Hey,
Obama screwed up.
Thanks for the tax break, you retard. Yeah, I said it. Why? Because he is one. But we're not getting into that, man. You know, and it's funny because like when we had lunch, we had recess. We had one recess in the morning. an hour-long lunch break, and then another recess early in the afternoon or late in the afternoon towards the end of the day. And if it was ever raining at school, we all obviously had to stay inside. So we'd like get our lunches, go sit in the hallway. Or what did some of us do? We all went down to the library in the school, hooked up the television, the one working television that was in the building, and flipped it on our local channel 20, because what did they happen to be playing at 12 p.m. on a weekday? God damn, it was a Ninja Turtles cartoon. That's what we were doing. It's a one time you pray for a rainy day for recess so we could watch us some Ninja Turtles in grade school. It's awesome.
Yep.
And
Is Magny on this
Yep.
morning?
I don't know. I haven't seen
We
it.
have Magny.
And
Magny going
demonetized.
live this morning. I don't know. It's like taking forever to load YouTube this morning. Yes, Magny is on. Okay, we're going to redirect everybody over there. One more thing before we get out of here this morning. It has nothing to do with Ninja Turtles. It has nothing to do with any of that. You want to talk school memories? Tell you another reason why I loved switching. Does anybody remember the Apple II math shit you used to have to do? Like the math games and all that shit. That's all we had at the first elementary school I went to. That was all we had were these stupid math and English games. When I moved to the new school in the 5th grade, fucking Oregon Trail. So it was like everything started to come into focus. I was like, oh, this is the coolest game ever. Oh, I can run around and shoot. Boo, 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 boo. I ran out of bullets, start the game over. Boo, 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 boo. I'd go through it just to buy bullets so that I could start the game. Okay, you're on the trail. Hunt. Okay, you're hunting. Okay, you've gone 0.01 miles. Hunt again.
Damn, we didn't have anything like that. We had some cheesy. We'll get into more of this next week when we do some memories. Horrible
on the corner of my mind.
Memories. We had a shitty game called, what was it called? Cross Country Canada. It was like a transport survival game. You had to like make stops and pay for your gas, stay for hotels, buy your food, do all that kind of crap. We had a lot of cheesy crap on like the 5 and 3-inch quarter floppy disks. The ones that were floppy, and you got to enter your friggin' Commodore 64 command prompts to get them going. We had a lot of stuff like that, but those will be stories for next week if that's what you all want.
All right, guys, we're getting out of here. We're getting out of here. We're going to send you over to Magny's, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for showing up, Valhalla, on this What Are We Thankful For week here in Valhalla. Guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. And we'll see you on the next one. Have a great Thanksgiving week, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow for some Taco Tuesday. Talk hard.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.